Hello everybody, Terry back again with another video. Guys, it has not been so many videos the last couple of days and weeks because I am out of country. I'm not in Sweden, I'm in my birth country, Macedonia, and visiting some relatives. And I've been really busy, and I have not been able to watch so much tennis, but I will try to watch the semifinals of today between Davidovich Fokina versus Grigor Dimitrov, who by the way are playing at the current moment. I will see that match just after I end this video, and then the blockbuster match that I am looking forward to is between Stefanos Tsitsipas versus Alexander Sasha Zverev, who I, by the way, believe that one of those two will win the tournament. That is my feeling, and I don't think that I'm alone about that. But before I talk about the semifinals, I want to do a video. I want to talk about a comment that Patrick Mouratoglou, or whatever you pronounce his name, because he doesn't have an easy name pronouncing, especially his second name, not the first. He did a comment a couple of weeks ago where he said Djokovic can win between 25 to 30 Grand Slam singles titles. Oh my dear God, what do I think about this comment? I need to take my teeth into this comment, my dear friends all around the world. Patrick Mouratoglou, he has said these words. If you don't know, if you have not heard about it, I am here to inform you. And I actually had a comment in my latest video I did 1 week ago or something like that, when I think it was a woman. She said to me, Inter, what do you think about this comment that Patrick Mouratoglou has said? And I haven't had time to do a video about this because I have been traveling, but now I have some free time here at my house, and I will say my thoughts and my take on this. First of all, I want to say that Patrick Mouratoglou, for a guy to be this famous that he is a coach of Serena Williams. He has a tennis academy. He's a famous person. He has coached a lot of tennis players, not only Serena Williams. He is a guy who has a tennis academy. So he should know what he's saying, and he should know what he's doing, because obviously he should know much more about tennis than what I know and what you guys know. But I can say this. When it comes to predicting Novak Djokovic that he can win between 25 to 30 Grand Slam titles, he doesn't know a damn thing what he's saying. He is crazy, Patrick. He is not even analyzing that the dude will be 35 years old next month. And he is, in his crazy world, in Patrick's world, he seems to believe that winning Grand Slam titles as 35 years old or older, it is a walk in the park. I have some news flash for Patrick. Patrick, you should feel ashamed of yourself to do this kind of claims, especially considering that you are a professional tennis coach, that you have a tennis academy. Come on, for God's sakes. What are you thinking with? Are you nuts? Are you crazy? Are you insane? For God's sakes! The dude has already won 8 Grand Slam titles over 30 years old. Novak Djokovic, he has done a tremendous, unbelievable good job. Do you know how difficult it is to win majors in the first place? In the first place, do you know how difficult it is to win majors? It is exceptionally difficult. And Djokovic has already won, as 30 years old or older, 8 majors. That is crazy great stuff. Nadal has won 7 as 30 years old or older, and Roger Federer is the worst from these 3 with 4. So Djokovic, to win 25 majors, like he said, 25 to 30 Grand Slam titles, he won 12 Grand Slam titles as under 30 years old, Novak Djokovic. So he has won 8 Grand Slam titles, 30 years old or older. So Djokovic to be able to win 25 Grand Slam titles, we begin with 25. For Djokovic to win 25 Grand Slam titles, he should go and win 13 majors over 30 years old. 13! So, when is a player at his peak of his career? Not when he's 35 years old, not when he's 36 years old, not when he's 37 years old, not when he's 38 years old. He is at his peak of his career when he's under 30 years old. I don't care that Djokovic won last year 3 Grand Slam titles as 33 years old and 34 years old. I don't care about that. He was definitely not in his peak of his career last year, 2021. Djokovic was in his peak of his career 7-8 years ago when he won in 2011 three majors, and when he won in 2015 3 majors, and won a bunch of tournaments. A lot of tournaments those 2 years. He was at his peak of his career. He was not at his peak of his career last year. Forget that. If you think that Djokovic was at his peak of his career last year when he won 3 majors and played 4 finals, lost the US Super Final to Daniel Medvedev, like we all remember, then you don't know a thing about tennis, guys. Djokovic did a great season last year. Don't get me wrong, but he peaked at the biggest tournaments like Australian Open, Wimbledon, French Open. But it has also to do with competition. Let's face it, Tsitsipas, Zverev, Medvedev, they are not the greatest champions that we have ever seen in our life. They are not, guys. They are good tennis players, in my opinion. They are good tennis players. Tsitsipas, Medvedev, Zverev, but they are not great tennis players. For me, the word good and great, it is a big difference. Anyway, when Djokovic won in 2011 and 2015, those majors, 3 in 2011, 3 in 2015, and a bunch of other tournaments, like Masters, final class tournaments, etc., it was a much difficult competition, especially in 2011, where both Nadal and Federer were younger, healthy, and Djokovic had a much murderous rivals to compete with. Compare that with 2021 with Medvedev, Zverev, Berrettini, Tsitsipas, etc. So just because Djokovic won 3 majors last year, that doesn't mean that he was in his peak of his career. Forget that. So what I want to say is that it is not normal winning majors 30 years old or older more than you did when you were under 30 years old. So for Djokovic to win 25 majors, he should go and win 13 majors when he comes to that 25 number. Compare that with 12 when he was under 30 years old. But Patrick, the crazy French man, he's not stopping here. He says he can win between 25 to 30 Grand Slam titles. So, say Djokovic wins 27 Grand Slam titles. He should go and win 15 Grand Slam titles 30 years old or older. Say Djokovic wins 29 Grand Slam titles. Djokovic should go and win 17 Grand Slam titles 30 years old or older. Say Djokovic wins 30 Grand Slam titles, which will never happen. I mark my words. Mark my words, because this video will be out on internet forever. Not forever, but for a long time, I guess. So all the people in the entire world can see it and witness it. Mark my words, Djokovic will never, ever win 30 Grand Slam titles. So if Djokovic, say, wins 30 Grand Slam titles, he should go and win 18, unbelievably 18 Grand Slam titles as 30 years old or older. How do you even realize, guys, my tennis fans all around the world, how crazy Patrick Mouratoglou's comment is? That is insane. It is like when Djokovic won Wimbledon last year, I remember. The tennis commentators, they get so hyped. And I don't remember their names. Just after the match, after Djokovic defeated Berrettini in last year's Wimbledon final, they were saying, Djokovic is unstoppable. He will go and win 27, 28 majors. I don't think who can stop him? These tennis commentators, they're crazy. I seriously believe they don't know much about tennis. They just have, I don't know how they have come to commenting tennis. I swear, I don't even know. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. They have probably played tennis in the past. They've probably been professional tennis players. They have probably not been any big champions. They have been around top 100, top 200 in the world in tennis and won some challenges and some small events and some Grand Slams. And then they think that they can say everything in front of TV, and they think that we will believe him. Even though I've never played professional tennis, even though that I've never won anything big in tennis, but I watched the game since I was 8 years old. I'm 38 years old, guys. I watched tennis in 30 years time. 30 years! Not 3 years, not 13 years, 30 years. 3 and 0. Count that. 30 years. And I know that Djokovic will never win between 25 to 30 Grand Slam titles. I don't care what the tennis commentator says. I don't give a damn what the tennis commentator says. They don't know a damn thing about tennis. Just look at Djokovic. He will be 35 years old next month. He has played 4 tennis matches this year. 4. He has won only 2 and lost 2. Those he has lost to is Jiri Vassel and Davidovic Fokina. It is not any big champions he has lost to this year. Djokovic is still good. Djokovic will still win majors, I think. I don't think he has won his last Grand Slam title, but I don't think he will win between 25 to 30 Grand Slam titles. Let alone 30 Grand Slam titles. Are these tennis commentators insane? Are they even thinking with their brains? Because I don't think they're thinking with their brains. I don't think, guys, they're insane. Djokovic should be happy that he has won 8 Grand Slam titles to begin with as 30 years old or older, because the competition is getting... Just look at a guy like Carlos Alcaraz. He's 18 years old and he will still just go and improve. Do you think he will just show... Do you think he just will watch when Djokovic just wins every Grand Slam after Grand Slam, Grand Slam after Grand Slam? Injuries will come into play. And now with the vaccine that Djokovic is refusing to take, who knows if he's allowed to play all the Grand Slam tournaments. He will play French, he will play Wimbledon, but it is a big question mark if he's allowed to play the US Open later this year. And not to mention the Australian Open, not to forget the Australian Open next year, which is a big, huge question mark, that he will play Australian Open next year. And Patrick Mouratoglou believes Djokovic, he can win between 25 to 30 Grand Slam titles. I've done video in the past. You have followed my channel for a couple of years. I've done a video and I will not change my mind. I've done a video, will Djokovic and Nadal win 25 majors? And I've said no, neither of them will win 25 majors, and I stand to those words. I truly believe that neither Djokovic, neither Nadal will win 25 majors. That's why I get so shocked and I get so surprised that a tennis coach, a tennis human being like Patrick Mouratoglou, who should know tennis much more than I do, he has said this crazy comment. I can't believe this. For me, it is... Even I've even heard Novak Djokovic's father when we had that drama in Australian Open, and he said on Serbian language, because I understand some Serbian words, because I'm Albanian. He said, Djokovic will win 30 Grand Slam titles. Djokovic's father is crazy too. He's insane. He's sick. He is a fanatic. Yeah, I know he loves his son. I get that. But Djokovic will not win 30 Grand Slam titles. Sradan Djokovic or whatever your name is. Forget that. You are just fantasizing. You are just dreaming. You should be happy if Novak wins 25 majors. That I can tell you about your son. But even that, it is a big question mark. I personally don't believe Djokovic will win 25 majors. I don't think so. But maybe he can prove me wrong. That is not an impossible thing. It can happen. But I can say this. Djokovic winning 30 majors, that is impossible. That will never happen. That will never ever happen. I don't dare to say that it is impossible him winning 25 majors. It can happen. It is not an impossible mission to complete. But I don't think it will happen. But
for Djokovic winning 30 majors, I think it is an impossible mission for Djokovic to accomplish. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time. Peace!